you ever wondered what tool you might need for any projects that you're working on? I know I do all the time. Hopefully in this video I can give you an idea of what some of the minimum tools you're going to need. Welcome and enjoy the video. Welcome to Papa Tom's Thoughts. For those that have been coming, I want to thank you for following me and subscribing to my channel. For those that are new here, I ask that you please like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell. As I'm new to this, I'm growing both in how I'm learning to do things, as well as coming up with ideas. So any comments that I receive would be greatly appreciated. As those that have been following me know, and those that are just joining me, my videos are kind of designed towards helping you think about being prepared for little things, whether it's the power goes out for a couple of days, or you need a kit for your car in case you get stranded for a few hours. And I'm going to link the videos below of ones I've done on those things, those topics. Today I'm going to talk to you about just preparing a little toolkit that you might need around the house for those that don't have any kind of a toolkit laying around, and my thoughts on that. Again, thank you and welcome to our video, and I hope you enjoy. Today's session is going to be a little bit about setting up your own little toolbox for your house. Just some simple stuff. I'll talk about some of the basics and then some things you might want to add on. I hope you enjoy. So what I've done here is I've put together a few things of what I think your basic toolbox should include. First thing I'm going to talk about is toolboxes. This is one of my first ones. As you can see, the handle's broke. I think I actually found this somewhere. It now has my drill bit, some of my specialty drill bits in it, but it's just simple. It has a little drawer on the inside, compartment there. I have a bigger plastic one as well. It's in one of my work areas. I have this bigger one here. I found it on sale somewhere. It's got little drawers so you can put more stuff in it. Like here's some screwdrivers and different things here. But you can also have something as simple as just an old bag like this. It's got a top in it that opens up. So it could be anything, just something to kind of keep your tools together. The first thing I recommend is having at least a couple of screwdrivers. First one would be your flat tip, very common. Next one would be your Phillips, that's the cross one. And a third one is called the Robertson or the square head. See how it is that way? More and more screws are starting to show up with these. Now, if you don't have the money to buy three, and get the medium size that's got good longer shafts on them. If you're just getting one Phillips, get one that goes down to a sharp tip. Or you could get something like this. And what's nice about this is it comes in with all these different bits. So you only have to buy one screwdriver. And you can get something like this at the dollar store or something for $3 or $4. But make sure you get one that's got a longer shaft on them. I bought one time and it was real short staff and I couldn't do stuff with it. So just make sure you get one. And if you're really on a tight budget, that would be the way to go, because you're getting all these. Actually, this one here, my granddaughter bought for me for Christmas. Even though I've got that drawer clear full of screwdrivers, I use this all the time. So your screwdrivers, you want some kind of a hammer. If it's just around the house, a little small one like this, it's nice just to put stuff like hang stuff with, or you can go to a bigger one. Again, just find something that's pretty low cost. Some kind of an adjustable wrench. This is for nuts and bolts. It's adjustable. They have different sizes. See, that says 10 inch. Around the house, you don't need anything bigger than an 8 or 10 inch. That'll do the majority of what you need to do. And some kind of adjustable pliers. Whether it be just a regular set of pliers, they adjust where you can grab things. These kind of help with plumbing. And maybe a a set of needle nose pliers. They don't have to be this big. As you can see, some of these tools are pretty old. Some of these are 20 plus years old. I take pretty good care of them. But anyway, needle nose, what that means is the tip is pretty narrow. Also, some kind of a tape measure. Doesn't have to be this big. This just happens to be the one that was right here on my bench. And then a flashlight of some sort. I like to have a flashlight. It doesn't have to be this big. But sometimes when you're doing work, you need a flashlight. Now, in addition to that, as you build your toolbox, you might want to add a few things. I like these pliers better than these pliers, mainly because they open up wider. You got better grip. They're better for like plumbing and stuff like that. They're called, well, the main name is a channel lock, but I like those. Maybe also a pair of vice grips. They help hold if you're working on your own. Sometimes you need to hold a bolt or something. Just something like that, a pair of vice grips. Oh, and I forgot to mention that on the pliers here, another thing that's nice about that, see right there? That's a cutting edge, so you can cut wires or something like that with that. I also like this better for wires, like if I'm doing electrical or anything like that, but don't do electrical unless you know what you're doing. I don't want anybody to get shocked or electrocuted. Maybe an inexpensive socket set like this, but again, that's last thing. Some kind of a knife. This is an X-Acto knife. Just some kind of a knife in case you have to cut something like drywall or something to that effect. But also, if you can afford it, some kind of a drill. This is an old DeWalt. It's been around a long time. You don't have to get this expensive one. There's some inexpensive ones out there on sale, but these are nice. They really make it easier and faster with an assortment of bits. Actually, the bits in here can work in here, so that makes a nice thing. Also, I like to have a little box of assorted bolts and nuts and screws, so whenever I find stuff, I throw it in one of these. I just use a little, so just something like that, just so in case you have to fix something, you can do it. Again, your main ones to have, I believe, are your screwdrivers, your Phillips, which is your crosshead, flathead, and if you can, a Robertson. And the number 2 Robertson is the most common. They have numbers on the when you buy them, or go to something like this where it's got the extra bits. Some kind of an adjustable wrench, some kind of a pair of pliers, and then a hammer. And then I also like to have a saw laying around, just in case you have to cut something. So that you can have different kinds of saws. I've had this one for quite a while. But and then something to put them in, whether it's a toolbox like these, or just a simple bag. I hope this helps you a little bit. Like I say in my videos, mainly I'm just trying to help you with your basics. Nothing serious, nothing extreme. Yes, I have a pile of other tools also, but if I just wanted something for around the house, this is the stuff I recommend. In future videos, I'll show where like just a simple Phillips screwdriver can be handy just for general maintenance around the house. For your your doorknobs, those kind of things. Anyway, if you like this video, please click the like button, click the subscribe button, and also the bell down below so you get other announcements. Also, please share this with other people. You guys have a great day and take care.